made it to Bloomingdale, Georgia, like outside of Savannah. Anybody that doesn't know this, I'm from Ontario, Canada. This is it's a bit of a distance. We got an airplane this time. Main reason is to come see Dylan. Say hi, Dylan. Yeah, big camera guy. And pick this thing up if we can make it home. We don't even know yet. There's a lot up in the air, but 1977 Dodge W200 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive gasoline powered army truck, 13,000 original miles. Cool story. I'll tell you about it later, but just threw a booster pack on it. Hasn't started in 3 years, 2 years, something like that. 3 years, you say? Or
yeah, about 3 years.
3 years. Dylan put some work into it. He's got new tires, still got the nibbies on them, and he's pulled the bed and painted stuff, and got lots of parts and stuff in it. Yeah, so we'll see if we can get it started. We haven't got an official start yet, so I'm just gonna throw you over there and we'll see how you do. Actually, maybe put it right here. There we go. Yeah. Sucking up anything? Or? Oh yeah. Nice. Perfect. That's great. Yeah. Fast safety, no problem. Okay, so that was a really easy start. So we're gonna unhook this water bottle and hook up this little fuel pump down here. Monitor the fuel filters. Got the tank hooked up back there. There was an electric inline filter kind of set up. Hopefully we can get this all just to work off of this, but if not, then we got the electric pump to prime into, cut to us on the side of the road. But yeah, if I didn't explain this well enough, we're gonna try and drive this back to Canada. It's like a 19-hour drive. And by us, I mean my best friend James is gonna fly in and meet me. So that's one of the plans so far. We're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, it's my holidays. Let's see how it goes. Okay, this is hooked up back to the factory location. The same thing over there, old dry rotted hoses, things need to be changed, but Dylan tossed some gas in it and we'll see if it'll actually run under its own power, not just a, you know, power by water bottle.
I think it should be good. Okay. Go ahead.
I think it's like you're getting bubbles inside the filter, so I think it's working.
Okay.
Do you happen to remember how full that filter was?
It was pretty full.
Was it full? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it also sucked up the bottle, so when we put it the Gatorade bottle in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It did actually work. Yeah. There's no hose clamp on the pump side. I doubt that's bringing air in. See if we can get some flow through this clear filter here. I'm gonna take that kink out of there. Oh, good quality hose clamps. I love it. Not a permanent thing to get us home, but let's see if the fuel pump's doing its thing. How bad the fuel is. This has been in for at least 3 years, so let's see. Probably leave it going, start it up, and actually probably take a while, but bring it with me. And the booster track's not doing its boosting. Okay. Let's see if it does the things. This is the wonderful interior, by the way. It's gonna make a nice, comfortable seat on the way home. Maybe I'll put that dirty old towel there. That'll probably fix it. Okay. Oh, that's a big bee. Okay. Let's put some fuel in here. Way too much. There we go. Okay. Engine fires. Okay, let's see if the fuel pump did its thing. Yeah, zero fuel coming out of there. All right, let's do some figuring and report back. Okay, there we go. Side quest. Picked up a 2006 Dodge 2500 Mega Cab, diesel automatic. Pretty sure it needs an injector. It's not running. Guy took a little less on the Facebook Marketplace, so we might tow the army truck home with this if we can get it to run good enough. Yeah, it's unbelievably clean for Canadian spec. There's zero rust on it. So yeah, we're gonna dig into this tomorrow-ish at some point, and I'll show you in the daylight. But yeah, Dylan's towing it for me, and yeah.
Lucas,
Yes.
start turning to driver. Straighten up a little. Perfect.
Okay, so working on Southern trucks is way nicer than Canadian trucks. Everything comes apart really easy. Now that I said that, something bad's gonna happen. But so far, pretty cool. The wires aren't crusty and hard. Lines are soft. Find out, I guess, if the injectors come out easy or the injector lines. So the problem with this truck is I think it has a dead injector. So bad that it's like hydrolocking. Might have a bad motor. We'll find out. Yeah, we're gonna try and take the valve cover off, and rotate it, and see if there's anything that's obviously wrong. valve cover's off. Nothing obviously catastrophically wrong, which is a good sign. What I'd like to do is manually bar the truck over. It doesn't have any fuel in the injectors, right, or inside of the cylinder between the piston and the head right now. I don't think. I think it would probably have leaked down. One of the signs when we bought this that something was fuel related was the oil dipstick is very over full. So yeah, doesn't look dramatically more than when we first looked at it. So a couple times we tried to turn it over, it didn't just like garden hose into the crankcase. Yeah, so I'm gonna go figure out a breaker bar and socket for the harmonic balancer down there and see if I can manually rotate the engine. Okay, so we're back. Got the truck home, back to Dylan's camera. Got it in the shop, started to mess around with it, took the valve cover off, and the truck seized solid, which was pretty scary. But we took the exhaust manifold off and it is not seized anymore. Changed the oil, took apart the oil filter. And it's not full of stuff, which is good. So that was a little scary for a minute. So turns out the turbo is totally kaputzed. So there's a bunch of oil coming out of the hot side, and Dylan thinks that the cat might be plugged too as well, but we're gonna disconnect the exhaust on the left side and try and put the manifold back together. Pretty cool. This thing comes apart super easy. This is an AFE exhaust manifold. All the studs came out like nothing. Gotta love Southern trucks. This would be a very big pain to do on my service truck, for example, or my 2003 Welding truck or whatever. So yeah, gonna put this back together, put the manifolds back together, put the mass airflow sensor back on the blown turbo, probably order a cheap turbo off the internet, looking like that's going to be our best option. Move that exhaust off to the side and see if the truck will just stay running, because as of right now, when we turn the key, runs rough for like a second or two and then dies. So I'm gonna see if it has something to do with the mass airflow sensor not reading correctly and all of that. I have my doubts, but we'll see. I'm gonna torque all the tops of the injector wire nuts. I found 2 of them were loose and a spark came off, so that definitely wasn't helping the situation. But yeah, we'll do that, get this on here. This isn't gonna change, but the turbo down there might have to come off. It's definitely gonna have to come off, I think, based on how much oil is coming out of it. It's supposed to be none, and I think there's a fair bit on the ground down there. So yeah, it's not seized. The motors, we're not kaputshed. We might be able to still drive this home. So I'll do some more work and report back. Definitely.
She's knocking on the door.
Definitely something knocking.
Bring us inside. The worst thing I've found with the rain recently is the car